finally doing a Five Nights at Freddy's stream. It may not be the kind people were looking for, but it's a Five Nights at Freddy's stream. I have got, let's get some music, because I want to put some music on. This is the wrong account. You can see all the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff I've been watching recently. I've been watching it like crazy, even on here. Lo-fi copyright free. Boom. Get it nice and chill. Make sure everything's working, because it is. And of course we can advert. This is just gonna be adverts. But there we go. I have this. I looked it up because I didn't know if it was like a thing. It is a thing. A FNaF tier list is a thing that's like pre-made. Well, not like the list is pre-made, but there's like a thingy for it. Get this up. There we go. It's me staring at an advert. Lovely. But we have this tier list to deal with, and we have all these characters to sort down to this little dude. These ones are like, it's like a repeat, so it's just to this dude. And I figured we could just have a chill time sorting them, because I'm not feeling so great still today, but I still wanted to stream and I couldn't figure out what, and this was just something I could do that's like kind of easy and chill. And I have some experience with these characters, and some of them I do not. Although, do I not? I don't have experience with the nightmares, besides an ultimate custom night. I don't really have experience with these guys. I don't have experience with these two because I haven't gotten the DLC yet. I'll be doing that soon, but just not yet. I kind of have personal experience with these guys because of the VR game, and we're just gonna. I have a lot of FNaF knowledge. I watch, most of what I watch is Five Nights at Freddy's, to be honest. I'm gonna choke apparently. But yeah, I think that's enough said. I think we can hop in, right? So why is there a G? Can I get rid of the G? This should be an F. I want to make it F. So this will be the worst, and this will be the best, and we need to put everyone in between. How's it going? It's going good. Sander, thank you for stopping by again. It's going good. I'm a little stressed, if I'm honest. My mom's going away tomorrow, just for a day, but separation issues. So that means me and my dad get to hang out tomorrow and Tuesday morning for a bit before we go get her again. So I figured we'd do a FNaF tier list, because I have an addiction to Five Nights at Freddy's. If you didn't know, it's the thing for me. It's the thing. And I've been watching a ton of videos about it lately. I'm getting really hyped for when we meet the 100 followers goal to play it. I was tempted to just say nah and just play it anyway, but we're gonna keep that goal there. Hopefully get it filled up within June, because the goal's for my birthday, which is mid-July. And with all that stuff said, let's hop into the tier list. So we're gonna start off with our main boy Freddy. He's not staying there, I'm just putting him there whilst we talk about him. In the first game, he is so creepy. He is so creepy because you can't see him. All you see is some eyes coming towards you until he's in that corner camera staring up at you at such a creepy angle, batting his eyelids. I really liked his mechanics, but it did scare me. And the other issue is, when he's in that corner, he doesn't leave. He just stays there. And that is a bit of an issue. However, he's like the name of the franchise, and he's like on the cover of the first game, twitching away, and he has a special place in my heart. I've never really been scared of him, but he is a scary character, if that makes sense. Like, his job, I need to turn the brightness up on my iPad. His job to be like the main creepy dude is done well, and I also really loved him in the trailer. I think we just need to put him in S. He started everything. He just needs to be there. Now we have this dude, and I don't like Bonnie. Bonnie annoys me. She just he just shows up at my left door for no reason, just keeps on coming by over and over again. But on the other hand, you get to know him really well because he's the one that stops by the most. But he is just a really annoying character to deal with. But he does get added points because he's one of the only characters that scared Scott Cawthon himself. And Scott Cawthon created the series, if you didn't know. And he had nightmares about Bonnie when he was designing him. So for that, I feel like he gets some bonus points. But also, he's just annoying. Like, I don't like dealing with him. So I think I'm going to put him in B. He also lied in the trailer. In the trailer, it showed him taking off his, like, mask thing. And then he didn't do that in the first game. He just didn't. Feeling a bit ill due to the second COVID shot. I'm sorry, but congratulations on getting, like, vaccinated and stuff. My parents have only gotten the first one, but it both hit them quite rough. I'm waiting to get mine. Badly. I'm just, like, as soon as they say, Sadie, you want this? I'm gonna be like, yep. Can I go now? Can I go today? Okay, we have Chica. Chica is creepy in the first game as well. Like, maybe on a Freddy level, because she does that twitchy thing in the corner. And she also is one of the few ones that goes in the kitchen. I don't think Freddy goes in the kitchen. I think he's just kind of... he makes his way down the right side, but she actually goes in the kitchen and makes a racket. And you can hear that racket without looking at the cameras, so that's actually quite a helpful thing that she does. My only thing... yeah, it is F, not G. But I know my alphabet. Aside from putting S at the top. S is not at the beginning of the alphabet. But I also really like Carl. The cupcake. And everyone used to argue over Chica's gender a bit. And was like, she doesn't have to be a girl because her name's Chica and stuff like that. And it was a silly thing to argue over. My only thing is, she screws people over when they're trying to do the 420 mode. A bit like Bonnie does. So I think we put her in the middle. Because she's got like the cool scare factor of Freddy, but also the annoying killing people over and over like Bonnie. It's not too bad, just a little fever and I'm tired. I'm tired today. I'm having a low energy day, like the past 2 days. Couldn't stream yesterday, I was so tired. But the last few days have just been so low energy and kind of high pain. Which is why we're doing this. We're doing a chill Sadie Talks a Lot stream. I don't know how I feel about this one. His mechanics are cool and unique. He's a pretty cool character. He's like got good design to him. However, it says that he doesn't appear until the second night, and that's not true. He can show up in the first night, and that makes me feel lied to. And I freaking love Foxy. I love his dum-da-dum-dums and stuff. But you don't get told about him until the second night, and he can appear on the first. He gave my poor mom a heart attack when she played it, and like he showed up and we didn't expect it. So I think for that reason he just goes in A. If only they, like, told you about him in the first night, then maybe I'd move him up. I feel like I'm being kind of harsh. But also, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Golden Freddy is not so much of a character in the first game. He shows up sometimes, and he can do the jump scare if you put in 1986. 84. No, 1987. Oh my god. If you put in 1987, but that's because of the theories surrounding it. Everyone thought you could do that, and then Scott added it in. So it's cool that there was like that kind of fan interaction there. I'm trying to think about it, because like, that's the only jump scare you get from Golden Freddy. Although there is the Easter eggs on the posters, which gave it like an added kind of like factor with it, but no one knew who she was. No one knew the lore behind Golden Freddy in the first game. No one paid too much attention because it was just this elusive figure that didn't really have much story with it. But it is an OG, so we'll go in B purely because we really didn't know much about Golden Freddy. But it would have been good to like know a bit more. Maybe that's me being harsh, but like, it's how I feel about it. Sorry, my eyes are kind of sensitive today as well. Oh god, there's so many characters and I'm doing so much talking. I'm so sorry. I'm like trying to like, this stream won't last very long. Who am I kidding? Of course it's gonna last a while. We got all these freaking characters. Phone Guy. I like Phone Guy. I like his monologues. I had to learn his monologue for an audition that I didn't actually do, but I like learned the first half of his night one phone call. And to be honest, I quite like Phone Guy. There's a lot of history with him, like with the theories about like what were the theories, that he was Purple Guy, that he was killing the kids and stuff. And then also you got the lore with it when he was killed on night 4. I gotta put my buddy in S tier. I don't care what people say. He a good one. He's a good one. Okay, now we're moving on to FNaF 2 with these guys. All these guys. We're starting with Toy Freddy. His mechanics confused me a little bit to begin with, I'll admit, because he works his way down the hallway towards you, and I didn't really know what to do. Well, like, watching people, no one else really knew what to do either. They thought you put the mask on when he was, like, in the doorway, but that's not what you do. He appears in your office, like the Withered boys. But I freaking love his design. Like, it's so childishly creepy. Notifications, get out of here. There's not important updates, man. Gosh. But, like, I love his design so much. Like, it's so childishly creepy. So, like, bright. But still with this eeriness to him because of the black eyes and the way his mouth is always open and kind of an unhinged smile. I love him. But again, his mechanics were just a bit to begin with. So it's A or S. I think we'll go with A. Yeah, we'll go with A. Just to be on like the safer side of things. I can change my mind later if I want to. We have Bonnie, Toy Bonnie. Again, really love the design because it's like that bubblegum blue color paired with the bubblegum pink in her cheeks and their bow, his bow. And this kind of always like alert look with like the bright widened eyes, and again the kind of unhinged smile. I really like this character. His mechanics were pretty cool too. You see him in the vent, you flick the mask on, and it was pretty easy to understand as well. No one really had to do much digging, and there wasn't much confusion about it like Toy Freddy. Do I want to put you in the S tier? Is that what I'm realizing here? No, because I want to put Toy Chica in the S tier, and you aren't as good as Toy Chica. You're close, but you're just not. Toy Chica. Let me have a sip of water because I'm doing a heck ton of talking. Toy Chica. I love Toy Chica for a couple of reasons. There's one of them is the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Not Scary video by a guy who I can't remember the name of, and it was, "Do you have some pancakes?" while she was standing in the hallway with like her little thing. And it was, "Do you have some pancakes?" And I freaking loved that so much. I found it hilarious. Not sure why. The theories that came with her were funny. And again, her design is creepy. Don't know why she was given like bikini underwear. I don't know why that was needed, Scott. There was already issues with the characters being fetishized. You just added to it, buddy. But I really liked like how her beak goes missing when she comes off stage. So she gets like this really creepy mouth with like all those like pointy teeth in it, and like the really dark eyes and stuff, as well as her bright pink cheeks. I love Toy Chica, as well as I've got a special place in my heart for Cupcake Carl. I need to switch the heater off. I put it on thinking I would need it. I do not. And I'm making my controller fall because it's being stuck in my slippers because I've bundled up like a pancake. Okay, heater's off. I've got a blanket wrapped around my waist to keep nice and cozy, because I want to keep nice and cozy. Right. Oh no. You know what? You're moving down. And you're moving down. Because Mangle sets the bar for everybody. I don't care what you say. I absolutely adore Mangle. They are one of the first cosplays I did. I could try to find a picture of it, but I don't think I actually have any pictures of it. I think my dad has pictures of it on Facebook or something. But I love Mangle so much. The story behind them is really cool. Like about the dog. Obviously no one knew that in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But about how like the dog became Mangle and they don't have a gender, and everyone was debating about that and not focused on like the other theories, like the dialing the police, and that's what the radio is and stuff. I loved those theories so much. I just sat there and like ate them up. But I love Mangle so much. Get down there. I despise Balloon Boy. His voice becomes so annoying. His mechanic is so annoying. He doesn't even kill you. He does not even kill you. He just switches your light off and like stands there laughing at you about it. No, he stays down there. He will stay there forever. Next we have JJ. So BB and JJ. I don't know what JJ stands for. Let's Google it. JJ stands for JJ. Okay then. I really liked her lore in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because she was kind of an unofficial character. No one really knew what she was doing, why she was there, stuff like that. She just hid under the desk. Not sure if she even did anything when she was under the desk. Like, I don't know what her mechanic was with that. However, in Ultimate Custom Night, her mechanic is to switch your doors off. You can't use your doors when she's there. And so she would be an F tier. She would be down here, but I'm going to put her in E because of the lore she had. The lore she had within Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was pretty cool, and she got the theories going, and no one knew whether she was real or not, and she hid under the desk, and it was kind of cool, and that's her saving grace. She will be here for that. But if she didn't have that, if she had no lore around here, she would be down here. But she has that. Balloon Boy is the worst. Thank you. Balloon Boy is the complete worst, and I hate him to pieces. Oh, we're getting to good ones. We're getting to good ones. The puppet. Now, the puppet has so much lore behind everything. Behind both her character and in the series as a whole and stuff like that. I love the puppet, although I was absolutely terrified of her. Her mechanics are pretty easy. Keep the music box wound up. Her story made me cry when it was revealed in Pizzeria Simulator. And it was like the mini game of like the puppet crawling outside to save the little girl. I cried a couple times at that, to be honest. It hurt. It hurt a lot. But, and like in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the mini games with the puppet, give gifts, give life, stuff like that. It was just really intriguing to see. And I think for this, I think the puppets made it into S tier as well, to be honest. I don't have too high standards, I don't think. These two, yeah, I don't have too high a standard. But I freaking love her story, man. Right, next we have Withered Freddy. I dare say he shows up the least of the Withered animatronics. He comes sometimes. He reaches out to you in a menacing way. His jump scare is funky, because like his jaw's like unhinged, so he goes ang 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 ang. Which honestly wasn't that scary. I've not dealt with it personally, but watching like other people's content on it. Maybe I'll find it scary when I play it. That's our 200 follower goal. Because we'll progress through the games each 100. But like, I honestly don't care for him. I like him because he's a Freddy version, but like I don't care. But he's not bad either. He's got the good mechanics, I guess. I think he'll go an E. He's not terrible. He's not terrible, but he's not good. Next we have Wither Bonnie. And I love the design of Wither Bonnie. I loved the trailer where it was Ring Around the Roses with Bonnie slumped over and her mask is off. Like this one should have been able to take her mask off. This one's mask is actually off. I loved the way that she stands in the hallway coming towards you. It's really creepy and intimidating. Overall, I really love this character. However, there's not much lore behind it. So I think I'm going to keep her in C. Because I love her design. But there's not much lore behind it. You know what? No, I'm swapping these two. Normal Bonnie is a C. And Wither Bonnie is a B. I like that. Because I like this one's design more. And there's more, although there's not much lore, there's story. Which is more than this dude at the time. Oh gosh, then we have Wither Chica. I also love Wither Chica because her little arms. She has like T-Rex arms because they've been torn off and stuff. And to think that this becomes that is just absolutely hilarious to me, that they repair it into that. I don't know, man. But she's always so unhinged. Her jump scare is pretty good as well. Not much story again, but I do really like her design. I'm tempted to move her even further. I'm gonna. B, C, C, and you're going down to D. I know I'm changing my mind a lot, but it's just what feels right. This is what feels right, I think. Yeah. Next is Wither Foxy. You flash the dude, he goes away. Not much else to say about him. Although there's the whole like freedom screech that he did. People thought he was saying freedom when he jump scared you. Same with this dude. They thought he was checking in on the night guard, and then the night guard had a heart attack by accident because of it. But this guy, he's not got a lot going on. So I'm gonna put him down to D. Oh my lord, there's so many characters. I forgot how many characters there were. Why'd I sign up for this? Golden Freddy. We were starting to get the lore for Golden Freddy through the minigames. So we're getting an idea of who Golden Freddy was and is. and what was going on there, and that was the importance of the character, and that they were angry and couldn't move on like the others. Well, the others couldn't move on either, but like they were the most angry spirit. Got more story, got more lore. I love the design of him being slumped on the floor. A lot of people didn't know how to deal with him though, and that led to a lot of deaths. But overall, I love Golden Freddy, so we're gonna put Cassidy in A. There's so many characters, man. Why? Ooh. Okay. Next is Shadow Freddy. This is an Easter egg in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He'll be slumped over in the parts and service room. I watched Andy Mation's timeline and her theory as to where Shadow Freddy came from, and I freaking loved it. And I love the secrets and stuff. I'm gonna keep it at C, because there's not like... Sorry, my eyes are really bad today. Oof. I'm gonna keep it at C because there's not much going on there, but also there is at the same time, like it was a hidden character. And I'm gonna say the same for Shadow Bonnie or RSQF, whatever you want to call it, RSQF. I think that was like the shortened version of it, but Shadow Bonnie. They did play a bigger role in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, I suppose, but even then you don't really know why they're leading you to these places and like what's going on with it. So I think it's best if they just hang out here. As well as, I get that Shadow Bonnie is Shadow Bonnie, but Shadow Bonnie just looks like Toy Bonnie to me. Like, not like normal Bonnie, it looks like Toy Bonnie. So, and I get that Shadow Toy Bonnie is a bit of a mouthful, but look at how identical they pretty much are. She doesn't look much like this guy, and this guy doesn't even have top teeth. So, they don't have the same head shape. But anyway, the last one from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we got Andy, the animatronic. He just kind of exists. I've never really seen him too much in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in the actual gameplay that I've watched. I've just kind of seen him in like secrets videos. He doesn't do much. He's just kind of there. Sometimes appears in your vent, doesn't do anything, but I guess prevents other characters from getting in, so kind of takes one for the team. I think he'll go into D. There's not a lot of lore behind it. People think he could have been Golden Freddy's skeleton thing, but I don't know how likely that is, considering I don't think that they match up. Like endoskeleton wise, I think the ears are different. I think their ears are pointed and Golden Freddy's is round. But that's where I'm placing them. So many characters. Oh, so many characters. Okay, Springtrap. S tier. Because of the lore, because of the secret images in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 with the mask coming off, because of so many things about this character that I freaking love. With the lore, with the purple guy, with the ghosts chasing him into the suit and it closing, with him being trapped in the safe room for so long, stuff like that. It's such a good story to me. Freddy, you're being downgraded. You don't have anywhere near as good a plot as these guys, okay? I've got like the OG gang here, and then Bonnie. Bonnie has been booted. Okay, then we have Phantom Freddy. Phantom Freddy's fairly easy to avoid, you just don't look at him. But again, he wasn't that interesting to deal with, and in Ultimate Custom Night, he's just a bit of a pain. Phantom Chica's worse. I'm gonna put Phantom Chica at the bottom because she's in an arcade and you can just avoid that. You can just avoid Phantom Chica and like just not look at that camera. Phantom Foxy is good for scares, but that's all. Like, the design's okay, but it's just a redesign of normal Foxy. Of a withered Foxy even, just to look a little bit more damaged and stuff. It's not that interesting to look at. So, I think I'm gonna put him here as well, because he's only good at, like, scaring you, and if he wasn't good at that, then he'd be down here. Mangle's the same. In fact, she's down here because she's just annoying. She just peeks over the thing and makes a noise. And you know Phantom BB's here. He's the absolute worst as well. Like these pair. Can you move? These two. Like, he's just annoying. You can get rid of him easily by clicking away from the camera he's on if you're quick enough to do that. But he annoys me. And Phantom Puppet is the only one that's going in a higher position. Not going higher than D though, because she shows up on one camera standing there looking quite creepy. And then she does her whole beep boop thing. She's also rarer than these guys, and I just prefer it. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's numero 4. I don't know 4 in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. We've got Nightmare Freddy. I like Nightmare Freddy. I like the Freddles. It was a good idea, although you don't see Nightmare Freddy that much, because getting rid of the Freddles, I dare say, is one of the easiest mechanics there is in that game. I think it is the easiest mechanic, so I'll put him in B. But he just wasn't that interesting. Now these two are pretty much the same, except this lady sends her cupcake in. So I'm gonna put her in A, because she sends the cupcake. If you don't get to her fast enough, you get Cupcake Carl coming in, and because Cupcake's not an option, she'll be there representing the cupcake, and I just find it hilarious. But I'd say that's accurate for Nightmare Bonnie. In fact, I'd say this is more accurate, because again, her mechanic is the exact same as Chica's. She has a less cool design. She just has kind of like a cheesy design to her. She doesn't do anything that interesting. D tier. We have Nightmare Foxy. His mechanic's pretty cool, being in the closet. You gotta go shut the closet. His jump scare's pretty scary. Leaps out, picks you up. You can prevent him from getting in your room if you'd like to. Overall, pretty good. No, he's gonna stay in the C tier, because I don't like his design as much as these two. It's pretty similar, and his mechanic, it's cool, but it's not like that cool. And Nightmare Fredbear, I'd say is less scary than Nightmare. He's the first one. He's not even the first one you get introduced to either. You get introduced to Nightmare first. No, do you? Yeah, no. You get introduced to him first, then Nightmare, then 2020 is him. But it did spark the lore of what's this, the dude who did the Bite of 87, what happened with all that, stuff like that. But, and he was very scary to me to begin with, but he's kind of a novelty character, and his mechanic is easier than Bonnie's. He has an easier mechanic when he's supposed to be way more difficult. Nightmare, on the other hand, looks scarier. His mechanic is similar to Nightmare's though, so I think he's gonna stay in C tier, but the fact that I just think he looks scarier to me with like the darkness, and you just see these red eyes in the dark coming towards you. I found it really creepy. And then we have Plushtrap. I love Plushtrap's design. His minigame is pretty cool. He doesn't have that much of an interesting story behind him. Oh no, he does. People think that there's 6. Oh, I can pause the advert. The dogs are barking. People think that there's like 6 Plushtraps, and they work together to create an illusion of someone coming towards you, and that was revealed in mapping for Sister Location. When you did the overlay thing, it was shown that there was like one room at the front where I can't even word myself. Okay, one room at the back where you're standing, and then 4 rooms, 2 on each side. So there is that lore behind it. So I think I'm gonna put him in A tier. Not S worthy, but I really loved him. It was really cool to think about, and in VR he is terrifying. It's one of the worst minigames in VR. See, these are the ones I don't have much experience with. As far as I'm aware, their mechanics are the exact same and they're just reskins. Oh my gosh. Talking too much for my throat to handle. It's just one piece of saliva that goes down the wrong way and I'm done. But the reskins are cooler, so for that, I think I'm gonna put them in C. I'm gonna move her down to B. Does she send the pumpkin after you? Does she send the pumpkin after you? I'm gonna put them in C because I like the reskins over this dude. But I really do like this reskin. I think you're gonna go down to C, Nightmare Chica, so that Jaco Chica can be here. Because I just think it's better. But let me know if you guys disagree. And where, like, I should be putting them. Everyone's allowed a different opinion. Probably should have started with that disclaimer. No idea what Nightmare Mangle's mechanics are. I imagine it's the same as Nightmare Foxy, but because it's Mangle, I'm gonna put it higher. It's so cool to me. Nightmarion, no clue where she comes into this. In Five Nights at Freddy's VR, she was terrifying, but kind of easy to handle. Excuse me, I'm not aware of the lore behind her. Not sure a ton of what's going on there. But I'm gonna put her here because of that. Like, I just don't know where she fits in with all this. And Nightmare BB, I like the minigame, but again, it's kind of cheesy. Like, teeth. That's all Nightmare BB really is. Look at me, I've got teeth. And that just doesn't interest me as much. Lolbit. Please stand by, Lolbit. I love Sister Location. It's one of the few games I've actually completed. Didn't get to experience Lolbit that much because I couldn't do the custom nights because my headphones wouldn't work with my iPad to make it surround sound, so I couldn't do the custom nights because you need sound and it just wasn't happening. I really love Lolbit's character though, and I really loved her in the VR version. I love the design of her, so I'm gonna put her in B, just because I haven't experienced her that much. Yendo, no clue what the lore behind him is. I think people think that this also could be an endoskeleton to Golden Freddy. He just takes away your oxygen, which is kind of annoying, and then gets you like in a panicked state. So I think D tier is a good place for him to be. Just because, like, he's average, like, and he's not scary. He doesn't jump scare you either. Lolbit doesn't either, but Lolbit's cool, and she does jump scare you in Five Nights at Freddy's VR. The only thing worse than Balloon Boy is Nightmare BB. The only reason Nightmare BB isn't in F tier is because I like the minigame. Because I thought it was cool, especially in Five Nights at Freddy's VR where you flash the light. I like that mechanic. But other than that, I find him cheesy. Hand Unit. We have Hand Unit. I love Hand Unit. Eggs Benedict. I am putting Hand Unit up here purely because it was such a good comedic relief throughout such an intense game. Because Sister Location is hecka intense. It was such a relief in that game to have just this like little joke here and there. It was perfect to me. We have a baby. This was also the first Five Nights at Freddy's game I got like hyped for the release for. I'd been keeping up with the teasers and stuff, and I watched people play it. Like immediately when it came out, I was looking forward to the playthroughs and stuff. The other ones I kind of caught up on. Baby, we don't see Baby herself. Not even in the custom night. She doesn't scare us. She can in Ultimate Custom Night, and her story about Elizabeth Afton being trapped is pretty cool, but not as cool as Scrap Baby. So I think we'll go C tier because she's like a average. Ballora, I really liked about William Afton losing his wife. I'm creating like a motherly figure, and her song, "Why do you hide behind these walls and roam these empty walls?" Something like that. All I see is an empty room, no more song, an empty tomb, something like that, about him being like alone in his grief and stuff. I loved that, and I also love her character design, and she has an interesting mechanic about listening for her and stuff. I think I'm gonna put her in B. No, I'm gonna move these guys down. Yeah. Bloom Boy is the worst in FNaF AR. I haven't seen him. I want to play FNaF AR so bad, but it crashed a lot when my iPad was trying to play it. I want to play it though. I really do. Maybe I'll try again, see if it's been patched at all, but it won't let me do it. He's so annoying. He's always annoying. When is he not? Ugh, this guy. I hate this guy. I hate him. He is scary to me. He is scary. I was so terrified playing FNaF VR with him scurrying about, and you have to listen so hard in Sister Location Custom Night to deal with him and stuff. E tier. E tier. Funtime Foxy. I love the voice acting. Our mod Alex has such a cool cosplay of them as Funtime Foxy that I adore to pieces. I don't know where to put Funtime Foxy, because like their mechanics are annoying. I don't like Funtime Foxy's mechanics. You have to like go at a certain time in Ultimate Custom Night, which is why people use the Def coin when trying for 50/20 mode. I think D is a good place because I like the design. Not much lore is present aside from possibly like these two being connected somehow. But my friend's cosplay also keeps it on that level. Springtrap is super hard. I saw Dawko doing the Springtrap one and did not look fun. Did not look fun. Okay, we're almost done with Sister Location. We're almost there. Ennard. I love the lore. I am such a sucker for the lore, and in FNaF VR, his level is absolutely terrifying. And you see the clown mask get taken from the lobby in Sister Location, and you need to do that secret night after completing the minigame, and it's an amalgamation of everybody. I really think it's so cool, like the lore of like just this thing being built from so many other creatures. Babybab. F tier. No, E tier. Electrobab. F tier. Bonbon. F tier. Bonnet. F tier. Mini Renas. F tier. I don't need to explain why those guys are annoying, right? Like, y'all know why they're annoying. Baby is probably my favorite one. I do love Baby, but I love Scrap Baby more. I like Scrap Baby more because her lore expands, and I love the lore with it. I am gonna move her back up to C because I love the lore in her. I'm not such a fan of her design. She doesn't do too much, but she scared the crap out of me in FNaF AR. I really need to pick that game up. Okay, we're on to Five Nights at Freddy's 6. We got... I love how Trash and the gang are there. But Scrap Baby, A tier. I love the lore that she expands on. The character design, so good. And she absolutely terrifies me, which is doing her job. Love her to pieces. Ow, I'm scratching myself with my own nails. Molten Freddy, I love the design. Scares the absolute crap out of me. B tier, because I don't love it as much as Baby, not as much lore as these guys. Scrap Trap, A tier, scares the absolute crap out of me. Lore, love it. Lefty is S tier. The lore, the secret images, scares the absolute crap out of me. Everything. And then Henry, S tier for the lore. I freaking love the lore. They just redesigned its mechanics. What redesigned the mechanics? What redesigned what? I'm getting lost in my own talking. But FNaF AR looks so fun, man. I really want to play FNaF AR, but I just don't know. I don't know if my iPad would let me. Helpy. I say Helpy's in B tier. No, yeah. I love Helpy so much, and I love Trash in the Gang. I freaking love them. Okay. Next we got these guys. Mr. Hippo is going in B tier because of the story he tells for FNaF AR. Oh, got it. Oh, like the mechanics in it. Oh, dang. I'm gonna need to catch up. I'm gonna need to go watch some videos. He's there because of the story she tells you. Happy Frog is here because I like the design, as well as Pig Patch. Ned Bear's F tier. I absolutely hate his design, and he doesn't do anything. And Orville is the same. No, I like Orville's design. I like elephants. Candy Cadet, the lore. Your girl likes her lore. Rockstar Freddy. He asks for Faz coins, man. I hate it. He asks for so many Faz coins. Like, stay away from me. Rockstar Bonnie. Just not interested. Rockstar Chica, not interested. Rockstar Foxy. His birdie saves him. Music Man absolutely terrifies me. His design is terrifying. L-Chip. I'd say it's the same. Like, it's okay. Funtime Chica. I like the design of these guys together. DD, F tier. Shadow DD. F tier. I feel like I should be explaining it more, but also, like, I hate them. I absolutely despise them. Old Man Consequences, the lore. Fredbear, the lore. The lore. I really love my lore. This dude, S tier, without question, one of my favorite characters within the series. I freaking love it. I love it. You terrifying piece of poop. Here for the design. The scrap ones go here because it's just a redesign with like a couple pieces missing. And then this just gets even worse because it's Balloon Boy or JJ themed. Cassette Girl, the lore. Dreadbear's got cool design to him, but he doesn't really do much, so I'll put him in B. Like Jacko Foxy, Nightmare Foxy, not sure what we called this guy. Haven't experienced him firsthand. He looks kind of like a nightmare to deal with. He's okay, not really any lore there. S tier. Vanessa is just she has so much cool lore. Got the brother, got Mike. Really like the lore there. He's the dude we play as in the games. And then we have Scott, F. For creating this horrific series and making us deal with everything that comes with it. I'm kidding. I like this. I like this list. I'd say this is a pretty good list. Let me know your thoughts though. Let me know if there were any like major changes you would make. But yeah, I'm happy with how this has turned out. View community rank. Can you not be here, advert? So this is like made up of votes. Makes sense that Springtrap's there. Glad that Mangle's there. Not many people like in Vanny. Not many F's. Oh, a lot of G's though. Oh my god. Why is there so many characters in the worst one? Ennard is such a cool character. What? And Glitch Trap. Why is there so many characters in the worst one? These guys should be there, not the cassette dudes, but these little monsters. Oh. So we've done our tier list. It's complete. We've done all the characters within the Five Nights at Freddy's world. Most are in S and F. That makes sense for me. I think we're... Oh, they have a FNaF AR skins one. But I think we're going to do the games as like a wrap up. Got A, B, C, D. Nice and simple. So we have FNaF AR. I haven't experienced it enough. It looks really cool and I'd love to play it, but it'd be great if it stopped crashing on me. It needs to not crash, and it's not fault on my end. I make sure everything's closed, make sure I've got enough space, make sure I've got strong Wi-Fi connection, got all that, and it would not stop crashing. FNaF VR, I love so much. It's terrifying, but it's so good. Same with the classic Five Nights at Freddy's. These two are just top tier. There's a lot of FNaF AR skins. We'll look at that one briefly, but I won't do it because I don't have like experience with it. FNaF World. It had a lot of lore in it when you did the other ending, but again, even Scott doesn't like it that much. Tried like erasing it from the planet for a hot second. It's like okay, but it's not good. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you can never be good as the first one right away, but it came in with a bang. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, I'd say the same. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 goes here because I hate the mechanics in it, but it's so terrifyingly good. But again, it just, meh. Five Nights at Freddy's Stitch Location, I adore. Ultimate Custom Night, I think in B. No, this one in D and this one in A. Now let's see the community rank. A lot of people like the games, and that's fair. A lot of people agree with me on this one though. It is not. But let's take a brief look at this one. There's a lot of skins. I don't know if they have all of the skins, but there's quite a lot of them here. Oh, the melted chocolate ones that came out this year are pretty cool. And now we're looking at my setup real quick, because we're gonna find someone to raid, because that was all I wanted to do today. Just wanted to hop on for around an hour, say hi to everybody, and do some tier lists. And it was very fun. I enjoyed myself a crap ton. But we're gonna find someone to raid who's actually playing Five Nights at Freddy's, because that's the right thing to do. We're gonna raid a Scottish guy, because I'm Scottish, and it feels like the right thing to do. It feels like it wouldn't be the right thing to do if I were to raid anyone else. So let me get my Twitch up. Channel /raid Jack BLC. You gotta behind the scenes because I'm recording my home screen. But if you have the chowder doggy emote, you know what to do. I'm working on making a raid one, hoping to have it sorted maybe not by tomorrow, but like soon. Feel free to leave a follow if you haven't already. We have a Discord, we have a YouTube, and we have socials that Sadie fails to post on. I hope you all have a really nice day. Again, let me know what your choice would have been. Oh my gosh, it just keeps on going. let's go before I crash my entire freaking computer.